Hello everybody, welcome back to DollFace Glam TV. So today I'm going to be doing one of my talk show videos, one of my TED Talks, I guess I'll call it that. If you clicked on this video, you read the description, you want to know what do's and don'ts to do in your first year of college. A little bit about myself. This will be my school for 4.5 years. I'll be graduating in December. So I wanted to talk about like your first year of college and what you should and shouldn't do, like things that I regret doing, things that I'm glad I did, things that I saw other people do that I wish I did. So I just wanted to talk about that, my last semester of school, going out, thinking about how I can help the next, future college students. It's a lot of things that I wish that I knew and that I wish, I just wish people told me this. So I wanted to share my advice with you. Just my thoughts. We might feel differently about them. Which is okay. Everyone has their own college experience. Everyone has their own first year experience. But this was just my experience. Make sure you comment down below what other freshman tips you would give. And like this video. I have my whole list that I wrote down. I only have 10. Yeah, so it's 10 do's and don'ts. It's a lot of them to talk about, but I just kind of like got to like the things that I feel like are most important. So I wrote down this little book. So I'm gonna start with the do's. So the first one on my list is do get involved and get out of your room. So I would say like get involved and get out of your room because college is like high school, not like not necessarily like the people, but like college goes by so fast. Like it feels like yesterday, like me and my roommate were texting about what we wanted our room to look like, and here I am about to graduate in December. So it just goes so fast. So you want to make sure you're getting involved in as many things as you can. I would say like just don't want to say join things that you don't like, because when you join things you don't like, it's a quick way to not be involved in it fully like you should be. It's a quick way to not care about it. It's a quick way to not, it's a quick way to just stop going in general. And I've done that before. I've joined things that I wasn't really interested in and I just stopped going because I just felt like I was wasting my time. Like I don't like it. So, but I would say maybe join something that you might like. You don't like it, you might not know if you like it or not. So just try it out, see if you like it or not, and definitely join things that you're interested in. Like depending on the school you go to, they might have a club that you really like. Like they might, if you're like really like me, like you like makeup, you like hair and skincare and things like that, you like beauty, they might have a beauty club. Join that club. You might learn something from the next girl. Then joining things on campus is how you will meet friends. You can't meet friends in your room. I'm pretty sure you want to talk to your friends that you have back at home all day long, and I'm pretty sure you miss them. However, you're going to be in school for a very long time, so you want to make sure you're getting to know the people on campus too. Make sure maybe you might meet someone that you're really connected with. You all have a lot of things in common, but you won't meet them until you go out there and find them. So that's tip number 1. The second one will be get to know your professors and just tell them who you are. Like I'm not saying like after every class just walk up to them and be like, hey, my name is so and so, I'm glad to be in your class. Even though you can do that, but just making sure you're like being active in class, coming to class all the time, making sure if you have a question to email them. Office hours, I wouldn't say like go to their office. You can go to their office hours to talk to them, but I wouldn't say go to them like just for anything, just to like sit in their face. So just get to know them because you might need them in the future. So that's tip number 2. The second one would be check your email and download Blackboard. I have my email set. I have my school email on my phone. Need to have, because I know people that don't have their email on their phone, and those are the ones that usually come to class when class is canceled. Okay. So if you have your email on your phone, then normally professors would email the class and tell them the class is canceled. So do that so you won't be that person wasting your time coming to campus when there is no class. Sometimes teachers would change their syllabus. Like, just because they give you a syllabus doesn't mean that it's gonna like stay like that. They have the right to change things on their syllabus. So sometimes professors will say, hey, instead of reading this, read this instead. But if you don't have the email on your phone and you're not checking it, you're gonna read something that you don't have to, and then you're gonna come to class unprepared. So just make sure you're always checking your email. So make sure you have it on your phone. So like with mine, I have my notifications just on for my email because you just never know. So the second thing I said was like download Blackboard. I'm pretty sure that every school uses Blackboard. If not, I don't know what else they use, but Blackboard is where teachers put their assignments on. They let you know if there's going to be an announcement, there's going to be a test. So Blackboard on your phone is very great to have because it lets you know when teachers put the grades in with your grade, like your score. This is something that I wish I did. I didn't get Blackboard till actually semester. Before that, I was just checking Blackboard on my computer. I was checking it on the Safari app. And not saying that it was bad. I mean, it was okay. It's just that I wish I had the Blackboard app instead. Make sure you download the Blackboard app. So that was tip number 3. The fourth one would be go to class. This is expensive. And this is something I'm guilty of, not going to class. I've plenty of times I haven't gone to class. And I do regret it because sometimes when you don't go to class, the teacher, I don't know, this situation was kind of like a wake-up call for me. I had this assignment due and I got like a B on it. He told me he would have given me an A if I was coming to class. And I was just like, but what does that have to do with the assignment? But okay. And so I started to come to class more often, and he wrote me a little note and was like, no, we had another assignment due and I got an A on it. And he wrote at the bottom with the comments and was like,
Will, I'm very happy that you decided to come to class more often. It's very nice to see you in my class more often.
And I was just like, oh, okay, that was nice to hear. So I would just say go to class. I mean, like I said in the beginning, college is expensive. So you just want to make sure you're getting all your money's worth. Of course, there's going to be days where you don't want to go to class. But some teachers, they give you like those 3 days or 2 or 3 days with an unexcused absence. Make sure you use those very, very cautiously. Because my freshman year, I didn't. I used them because I was tired. So you want to use those for when you're like sick or something happens to your car, stuff like that. You can't go to class. 5, get to know your roommate. Your roommate is a person that you're going to be seeing a lot. Don't know anybody. They don't know anything. So, you all can figure it out together. My freshman year roommate, we were really good friends when we first met. We hung out all the time. We went out we saw each other all the time. And we became really, really great friends. So I would just get to know your roommate. I mean, not saying that you're going to like them, you all might not have things in common, and that's okay. But just make sure you're getting along with them, because that's the person you're sharing your room with. This is the person that's going to be around your personal things. So you just want to make sure you all are like at least getting along, not necessarily being friends, but just getting along. The 6th tip would be get a job. When my freshman year, I instantly got a job on campus. I instantly got a job on campus. But because I got a job because I've always been working my whole life. So not working just feels weird. And plus, I'm not even gonna lie. Now I'm not rich or nothing. I don't have family to send me money all the time or send me money whenever I want. So getting a job was something that I just had to do. and it was fun. Like, I enjoyed getting a job because that's how I met more people. I got a job on campus. I didn't have a car at the time, so I thought getting a job on campus was the best option for me. And by doing that, I was always on campus, so I was always running into people. So I met people that way. So,
my job was so easy my freshman year.
But anyway, just get a job, you know? Nothing like making your own money. Tip number 7 is explore campus. As I said before, get out of your room. So this is part of getting out of your room. Exploring campus are bigger than others. I know a lot of schools have like an area where a lot of students up and they talk, and this is where all the food places are and stuff. So get out and explore that. You know, you might find like something there that really interests you. You might find your studying place. You know, you don't have to study in your room. Like, you know, you don't have to study in the library either. You can find a place that you're comfortable with to study. Number 8 is focus on your grades. Freshman year, it's not like high school freshman year. Freshman year high school, you know, you can slack off, you know, and you know, when you're applying to college, they don't usually look at your freshman year grades. They usually look at, I think junior, senior, and maybe sophomore. I don't really know. I forgot. But college is different. Freshman year, you really want to make sure your GPA is on point, because like I said in the beginning, college is expensive. So you don't want to be retaking those gen ed classes, especially those are the classes that you're not even going to care about, that really have nothing to do with your major.
That's a story for another time.
But those classes have nothing to do with your major. So 40 of them don't have anything to do with your major. So just don't fail those classes, because they're just annoying to get in the first place. But to fail those classes and have to take them over, it's like you're already wasting money taking those gen eds. Wasting more money having to take them again. So just focus on your grades, and now your freshman year grades will determine if you like are able to join things sophomore year. If you want to join sorority, if you want to join a fraternity, if you want to be a part of a program. Sometimes they have a certain GPA requirement, and you want to join those things kind of early. So you just want to make sure your freshman year GPA is there, like at least 2.5, at least. Of course, shoot for higher, but 2.5 at least. Tip number 9 would be, you make a good name for yourself. Usually, you know, you want to make a nice reputation for yourself, because freshman year, to either, like, if you had a bad rep in high school, freshman year is your chance to make a new name for yourself, you know. Just make sure when people say your name, they only have positive things to say. I don't want them to say, oh yeah, that's Brittany, G1, the one that always has an attitude. You just don't make a bad name for yourself. It's annoying, like, because then you're gonna have, it's hard trying to fix your reputation after it's already been tarnished. Not saying I relate to that. It's just, I know people that ruin their reputation and they're trying to fix it, but it's like, when you already have a name for yourself, it's hard for people to look at you as anything else. So just want to keep that in mind. And then the last tip for dues would be buy your books used. And buy your books used. So for my school, we rent books, but we have like a bookstore that we can rent all our books, and it's like part of our tuition. But that's not the case for a lot of schools. A lot of schools, you have to buy your books on your own. Well, my freshman year, I didn't go to the school I'm at now. I had to buy my books off campus. And the books, the websites that I really remember helping me a lot was Chegg and Slug Books. Slug Books was really good because it gave me the lowest price, and it like compared their price to like a lot of other used online bookstores. So Chegg and a lot of other bookstores, I would pick the lowest one, of course. and I will order it. It'll come to my room. You buy books brand new because you're only going to use it for a semester. So what's the point? And then if you buy that book brand new, you will not get the same. You will not get anything close to the amount of money you paid for it. So if my book was $50, if I sell it back, I might get like maybe $5-10 for it, if that. So you just always buy used books. Other popular ones will be Amazon, eBay. I know a lot of schools have Facebook sell and trade used items. So I know my school has one, and I'm linked on that, and I found a lot of great used things. So last tip for the do's, and now we're going to move on to the don'ts. So my top 10 don'ts would be: let your advisors pick all of your classes. This is one that I regret so much. That college is out to get money. They really don't care if you graduate or not. They're out to get your money. So when you have an advisor, they are told to make sure you are in school for as long as they can keep you. So sometimes in advisors, they just have to advise a whole lot of students. So they're not really focused on you. So make sure you're focused on you first. So when you have your advisor appointment, before you even go, check online what classes you need to take. Because in reality, when you go to your advisor appointment, you need to be telling them what classes you need to be in and how you're going to get in those classes. You don't want to sit there and say,
okay, so what class do I need now?
You don't want to say that, because half the time they know, but it's like they don't really care. So if they mess up and put you in the wrong class, they don't care. And I've been in that situation plenty of times. I've had so many advisors. I've had this one advisor that he was a psychology advisor. These online classes that I thought I needed, and I ended up getting another advisor because he ended up either quitting or he got another job. So when I got this other advisor, he emailed me and was like,
why are you in this class? Like, you weren't, what made you get in this class?
And I was like, well, that's what so-and-so told me to do. And he's just like,
no, you weren't supposed to be in that class.
Advisor would make you be in college longer than you're supposed to. Make sure you know before them. Never go into advising appointment and making them do all the work. Advisors are there to lift the hold off your account, because you have to meet with your advisor before you register for your next classes. So there's gonna be a hold on your account, so you can't avoid them. You have to go. But when you go to an advising appointment, tell them what you need and ask them if it's available. And if it's not available, then you figure out what other class you can take in the meantime. You don't have to take all your classes in order. They know that, so you need to know that. Second tip is, make sure you don't drink over your limit. Learn your limit. This is gonna be fun. This is embarrassing. I had a lot of experience where I drank over my limit, and I paid for it a lot. Not as far as reputation wise, but it was just a really experience that I'm glad I had. You know, when you're in college, you're not really thinking about that stuff. You want to have fun, and Mary might be able to drink a lot, and then you might not be able to. But you don't want to make that reputation for yourself that you're a lightweight, or you're a lame because you can't drink as much as the next person. Don't worry about them. Drink at your limit. Just make sure that when you've had enough. You know this. The third one would be, don't slack off in class. Make sure you're turning in your assignments on time, and if you're not able to turn it on time, make sure you email your professor and ask them for an extension. Make sure you tell them, like, hey, I've been working late, or this has happened, can I please have an extra day? Never assume that you can have extra time. Never assume that. Always ask. Another way to make yourself not slack off is don't take classes at a certain time that you know you won't be able to get to. Like me, my freshman year, I had an 8 a.m. I had this whole idea.
You know, if I take my classes in the morning, then I have the rest of my day to myself.
And even though that's true, I never went to my morning class, ever. I had an 8 a.m., never went, because I'm not a morning person. Get up to go. It was just so, I just couldn't do it. So I ended up passing the class though, but it was just stress. I knew after that I would never get a morning class again. All my classes have to start after 11 or 12. I cannot have a 9 a.m. I cannot have an 8 a.m. I'm done. So make sure that you're taking classes that you will be able to get to. The fourth tip would be spend all your meal plan money before the semester ends. Usually every school is different, but for my school, well, I went to 2 different schools. So my first school, we had like a certain amount of money. Yeah, well, actually both schools we have a certain amount of money that you can spend, and you have that certain amount for the entire semester. And you want to make sure you're spending it wisely, because usually a month before the semester ends, everybody's scrambling swipes. And so be that person that's just struggling to eat because you spent all your money, you know, and now you have to like ask other people, can I get a swipe? Can I get a swipe? You know, and have a lot of money. I'm not gonna say, you know, don't spend your swipes on other people, because, you know, you can be considerate. It's no problem. Like, I did it. Like, if my friend didn't have any swipes left, of course I'm gonna swipe for her. But don't just go swiping for anybody just because. Like, people on campus will do that to you. They would ask you for a swipe, you know, and don't even know you. But you don't have to. Just, it's always nice to be a nice person too. But, you know, just make sure that you're not going over your limit trying to swipe for other people. Another way that you can save on your meal plan is usually every college student has a microwave. So when you have time, go to Walmart, grab the noodles, grab the soup, grab the microwavable dinners. Those will help you out on your meal plan. And do it at the cafeteria. They close early. They close early as so. Yeah, so do little stuff like that too. Buy little snacks for your room, because you will need them. Don't be afraid to say no. Like, you don't have to go to every event. You don't, just because your friends want to go to an event. If you're tired, or if you rather study, do that. You don't have to go to that event because they're going, you know, and don't let them make you feel pressured into going, you know. Like I said in the beginning, don't slack off on your grades. Focus on school. Today, this is what you're here for. Of course, have fun, yes, but make sure that you are focusing on school. School is your number one priority. If you're like, you won't pass this class if you don't study for an exam, but it's a big party that night, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna study for that class and make sure you pass that exam? Or are you gonna go to this party that everyone's going to, have a whole lot of fun, yes, but then you're gonna get to the exam tired, unprepared, probably fail it, and then, well, maybe not fail it, but not get as good as a grade that you could have gotten, and end up, you know, struggling the rest of the class. So this is your first year of school. This is where you have to make decisions for yourself. Make them for yourself, not for everybody else. So let your friends go to that party.
Call you late.
They want to call you all this, that, and the third. Be that. Be all that. Because the same people, they're going to be on their 3rd year of college, below 2.0 GPAs, and struggling to get out, you know, those are going to be the ones that's taking all these summer classes. Those are going to be the ones that's in during finals time because they didn't do so well on a certain assignment. So now they have to make sure they get a certain grade on the final exam. And if they don't, then they're going to fail the class. But if they would have studied for that important exam, then they wouldn't have had to struggle that hard for finals. So, you know, make the best decision for you. 6th one would be, don't embarrass yourself. Like, don't, because technology is everything now. You know, whenever someone does anything weird or embarrassing, I guess. Everybody's pulling out their phone. Don't, you know, be that person that fight. You know, you don't want to fight in college. It can really mess you up in the future. My freshman year of college is when I think these two girls got in a fight and ended up getting kicked out. So, you know, it's just, you came to school for education. You didn't come to school to be fighting all these people. And it'll ruin your reputation too. Like, you know, you fight on campus, or, you know, you're on campus. Now you made a reputation for yourself. And let's say you want to join a certain, you know, organization. Now you can't because you messed up that freshman year of yours, and, you know, they don't want that look for them, so they don't want you. So anyway, just make sure you don't do anything you regret. A 7th tip will be yourself. Don't do stuff to fit in. Be you. The only people, they're gonna like you for you. Okay, so my camera shut off. No, I got all the way to editing, and I realized that the last 3 tips of my video weren't recorded. But the 8th tip would be, don't be so quick to get in a relationship. You know, freshman year is about, you know, it's about, you know, meeting people, having fun. Aside from academics, it's about having fun. You don't want to do that being tied down to somebody. I know a lot of people wish, you know, they get into a relationship their freshman year because they felt like they missed out on a lot of stuff. We're not saying that a relationship is bad. It's just that, you know, transitioning from high school to college, and it's just not a good idea to just be tied down to one person. You will miss out on some things, you know. The 9th tip would be you're having sex with anybody. Just don't be out here having sex with anybody. You know, especially if you go to a small school like me, people talk. You know, it's not that hard to what you did, who you did it with, blah, 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 blah. I mean, if you enjoy that life, then go ahead, by all means. But as I said in the beginning, you want to make a great name for yourself. You know, because you never know what you want to do in the future with your college career. So that will probably put a big stamp on. If you go to a bigger school, then, I mean, you might be able to get away with it. But I would just say, just stay on the safe side. Just, you know, just make sure, you know, you're being cautious of what you're doing with people. Always use protection. Final tip is, don't worry about everybody else. If you came, you know, you're transitioning from high school to college, you might think that,
oh, you know, college, people are more mature, people are, you know, they're focused on them, people are adults here.
That is not the case. People in college, you know, especially freshman year, they're transitioning from high school too. So they might still be in the whole drama mindset, you know. And not even just people, freshmen, like it's a couple seniors, juniors and seniors that are still do the same stuff. So high school, coming from high school, going to college does not, you know, take away the messy drama and pettiness people have. So with that being said, you know, make sure you worry about yourself. Focus on you, focus on school. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. People come to college doing whatever they want to do. If Brenda rather, you know, not go to class and rather go to every party and, you know, do whatever with whoever, then that's her business. Let her do that. And you do what you do, you know. And that was my last tip for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you all learned something from it. I hope you guys take these tips into consideration. I hope you execute them. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment under this video. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.